That's interesting what you said about learning how to move, though.
Yeah.
as an
No,
actor,
that
because-
really working with the stunts is amazing. Those guys are really.
Well, you're actually taking me back to another very different kind of movie that you made where you had to learn how to tango, which was
Oh, yes.
Alice et Martin.
Yes,
for
they cut
André
the scene
Téchiné.
out.
They cut the scene out, yeah, where you spent all that time learning how
3
to tango.
months.
Yep,
Working
yeah,
with Juliette Binoche,
yep,
working a tango.
yep.
Yeah. She hated me. Because dance always was a nightmare for me.
Uh-huh.
Especially as an adolescent, parties, all that, when you stay in the kitchen
Yeah.
against the wall. So there's the guys who dance and there's the guy who just observe.
Like, right.
No? That's
Yeah,
the
sure.
big difference.
Sure. We'll ask for a
So-
show of hands later. Who was the dancer and who's, yeah.
And
yeah.
usually the guy who observe become directors, and the guy who dance are stupid actors.
Or they wind up directing
then-
Quantum of Solace. Yeah.
Yeah,
right,
and
right,
then
yeah.
the guys who were in the kitchen get their revenge later with age.
That's kind of like what My Sex Life, Arnaud's film, is all about. It's the guys
True.
who stay in the kitchen and talk.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
pretty much what there's a lot of party scenes.
I
There's
never
not a lot
saw
of dancing.
Arnaud dance. Yes, he's good in hip hop.
Oh,
That was also another scene I had to work a lot.
on what?
The hip hop in
Christmas Tale.
no, in Roi et Reine, Kings and Queen.
Yes, Kings and Queen. Yeah. Yeah, which is...
Dance is very, it's a good way to go beyond what you think you can do in life. Really, for me, it was a nightmare.
Mhm.
That was the struggle to go to dance, to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then in contrast to that, I'm thinking of your work in the film for Julian Schnabel, The Diving Bell and the Butterfly,
Yes.
where the stillness, I mean, obviously a lot of the film is flashbacks, where you're in movement, but where you're working from a sense of stillness too. But that's a different kind of concentration.
Yes, but I don't know. It's just the confidence that Julian and I had. He felt that it would have been stupid to do 5 hours of makeup and to do a sort of actor studio work and spending time with
Yes.
real people who have strokes and
Yes.
nothing of all that.
Yep.
He wanted to do the film in France, in French, in Berck-sur-Mer, where the real story happened.
Yes.
He really needed to do that film because that book was offered by an infirmier. How do you say an infirmier?
Infirmier.
Infirmier.
It was offered by?
Yeah, an infirmier. How do you say in English? A
nurse,
a man,
yeah.
nurse, who offered that to his father, who had
Okay.
the same sort of stroke.
Yes.
And Julian invented a way for actors and technicians to break all the professional habits. let's
Yes.
say.
Yeah.
That was the thing that was very more than smart. I mean, that makes something very precious in that film. We finished 10 days before schedule.
Oof. Wow.
No rehearsing, and a lot of laughs.
Yeah.
Because, in fact, as we were working with those people, they never complain.
Yeah.
On contrary, they say, "I'm lucky.
Yeah.
I can move my hand."
Yeah.
The other guy, he can't.
Yeah. Yeah.
They will always say that. No, it's very... And then, in that film, sorry to say, but I'm just a little part of it, because it's the camera that does the thing.
Yeah.
the camera, the light, so of course they think it's me, but I didn't do that much.
You didn't. You did your part.
No. then it was this intuition that it would be maybe smart to do the thoughts, the inner thoughts, in the same time.
Yes. Right.
So that was the good idea.
Yeah.
With the sound engineer, was Mugel.
Yeah.
And so I was in another room,
Mm-hmm.
and I had the video. I could see what the camera was filming. I could hear the actors who had to act with the lens of the camera.
Yeah.
They couldn't hear me. And I had a mic, and I would just say what would pop out of my head, my thoughts.
Yeah. Oh, I
And Julian would have the
his
Comtech
earpiece, yeah.
and the DP.
Mm-hmm.
So we did it in the same time. That was
That's a great exercise. That's
that was
amazing.
that was smart
Yeah.
and very funny, of course,
Yeah, I'm sure.
because what Julian didn't want, and it's to say, because you have a stroke, you become a saint. You know.
Yeah.
That can be, let's say, a sort of tendency of American movies, you know? You go,
Yes,
you were an asshole,
Yeah.
you go through an accident, and then you are just a saint.
Yeah, that's right.
And everybody knows that life is exactly like that, of
Yeah.
course. so-
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
so just he likes to look at girls, and he likes to make stupid jokes, and he likes like before, and he's not a very good author, and he was just a journalist, no?
Yeah.
For Elle. And
Yeah.
no, but it was, yeah. That is something, I believe a lot, that in a movie, an actor is really just a part
Yeah.
of a film.
Mm-hmm.
And I love actors who have that irony.
Yes.
I feel very close to Marcello Mastroianni or Robert Mitchum or Dean Martin, or that sort of spirit, you know?
Mm-hmm. Who have an irony.
Well, not irony, but who's just, come on, it's easy. Anybody can do it.
Uh-huh.
What? It's true. It is true. In movies, it's true. And then, but in fact, those people work 2 times more than,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
it's...
It's true, but it's hard work. Not everybody's up for it,
mhm.
right?